Peace, everyone. Welcome to the Divine Connection Show, where we divinely connect with you. I'm your host, Tasia. How's everybody doing out there? Hope everybody's week's going well. My co-host, Jessica, is not on today. She had to travel, but I have another guest that I'm bringing on. And it's nobody that you guys aren't familiar with. From the Truth Tuesday show, we have Akeem L.
Unmuted.
Hey, what's up? Peace. What's
Hey,
going
sis.
on? I'm glad to be doing this
nothing
with
much.
you. I'm trying to.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm just making sure we good on YouTube because that's where we
Okay.
are on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
All right, we good. All right.
Yeah.
So how you doing? How's your week been going?
It's fine. It's been fine. It went kind of quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been good. How about you?
Well, my week was awesome as always. I did receive some disturbing news. One of my premium members passed away over the last week or so, like within the last 2 weeks. It was a fire somewhere, and he didn't die from and he didn't get caught up in the fire. He breathed in a little bit too much smoke, and later on he passed. So his wife contacted me today, to help her out, continue where he left off. That was disturbing and kind of shocking because he was a young man, good guy. We talked a few times on the phone, and we built a few times. And I'm just unfortunate that we didn't continue along. I saw that as being a long-term relationship because he was very good on the information, and he came over to the group to do the premium membership, to do the recruitment process. And so that was it. But other than that, everything else was great. Always awesome. As we always got to remind ourselves of staying positive in the things that we do. Or what will happen is we'll get caught up in our negativity and push away the things that we desire. And one of the things that the Christians would say is block your blessings, so to speak. That's the way we block them, by thinking negative. So even though that was tough to deal with, I had to still remain positive. Yeah. She was kind of positive too, although that's a very tough thing to deal with, when you lose a loved one. So I'm excited
Definitely
to do this show with you for the first time.
To them. Yeah, first time, me and you.
Right. So
and wasn't really going to do a show today, but that changed. So I'm glad that we're here together on this platform. It's always an honor to have you along with our ride.
Yeah. But, I just want to say you guys are doing a great job on your show. Just stay with it. The people will come and listen. And I think you're a great example to other women on things, hearing the goals you guys got set and just putting yourselves out there and doing the show anyway, just putting your, just letting yourself be out there personally. It's a challenge, and it leaves you vulnerable, but it also is a good experience and a good example to show that, we all can do great things, and I think a lot of women need to see that example. And I think you guys are a great example of that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Are you guys still doing, y'all were packing, jarring your foods and stuff like that? Because I know last year when this whole pandemic just jumped off, that's when you guys went into prep mode. Are y'all still prepping?
We have not been, but it's been on our schedule to do it. It's about to be springtime, so just getting the garden ready, preparing for that, making sure we got supplies for that. But yeah, it's in the works. In the works. Not so active, I think, with winter and everything. We stayed inside the most. Jessica just canned some butter.
Okay.
But yeah, we're like slowly, not as frequently as we were before, but about to ramp back up because I'm actually looking forward to our garden.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. You know, I'm in this other house, but I don't plan to be in this house for probably another year. Then I'm gonna purchase another house sometime this year. That's what I was thinking because I feel like the housing market is gonna make a big correction, and I want to jump in on that opportunity. Another opportunity you and I have been talking about pretty much over the last year about cryptocurrency. And my portfolio is looking pretty good, a lot better than it did when I started off. And I only started off with probably about 500, and I kept adding in. I mean, out of pocket investment, I probably invested about 1,500. Now I have a portfolio like 3 to 4 times that amount now, just from the the ones I picked.
Mine is about 3 times of what I initially invested, and yeah, it's interesting to see what is transpiring and how things are changing.
Right. So that if people had just followed and listened to the picks that I gave out last year, they did really, really well this year so far. It's not one of those things you're gonna get. People are looking for that get rich overnight thing, but if that's rare. You just a slow thing, just put it in and let it build. I bought some cryptocurrencies that were like 3 cents a coin. So I stacked up on those because to me, that's at the bottom. So how can you go wrong with that? How can you go wrong with something that's 3 cents?
3 cents.
Right? It's gonna go up. Now, a matter of when it goes up, that's the other, that's the big, that's, you just got to be patient. And some of those that I bought very low now, like I think one of them I paid about 15 cents. Now it's like 50 cents. That's more than double, So you don't have to go and get Bitcoin, where that's 40-something thousand dollars, $50,000 a coin. You can just get those little ones because the key is to get a coin under your belt. Just, have a coin. I mean, you own full ownership of a coin. And like one of them, that I bought, I own like 19,000 of those coins. And I bought them when they were 3 cents. So that's not a lot of money. So when it goes up, if it goes up to $1 a coin, that's 19 grand right there in $2. It'll double. You just sit on it. It's one of those things. I think right now you can create wealth a lot easier than you could, faster than you could, just with the stock market and things like that, with this cryptocurrency craze going on. So
there's so much more opportunity right now, especially with the digital age and how everything is changing, especially with e-commerce. And there's just so many opportunities to invest and make money. It's so much money on the table. Even with the cryptocurrency, it's not too late to invest. You might think you missed out, but there's still opportunity in it.
Right.
It's pretty much the future. So
it is, because really the U.S. border, they have their own U.S. coin. And a lot of major companies are buying into cryptocurrency. But really, I saw the Bitcoin thing, how it came out. It was a mystery how it got created. But I now that I see, since we having this whole pandemic situation, I see how they're using that to make us go cashless. So right now is the opportunity to make your money, because once the major players get in it, like the U.S. government and all of that get into it, it's going to be so highly regulated, you're not going to be able to make the money. When they get in it, they're going to start manipulating it just like they do the stock market. So right now it's not manipulated really the public is what pushes it up and down. You know, the public is control for right now. It's not going to remain that way forever. So I suggest getting out there and, put something in. If you want to put $100 or so, $20, do something.
Every now and then, yeah.
Yeah.
We spend it on other perishable things that, is very temporary. You could just throw a few dollars in here and there and just let it build.
So I'm going to give some suggestions. Ethereum is a good one. It's down today, but it was up to about 2,000 last week. It's going to pop back up. So if I would buy into it right now. I'll probably buy some more Ethereum. What I'm probably going to do is convert some of my coin into Ethereum. That's what I do. I convert them depending on what they're doing. XRP is a good one. That was one where Coinbase stopped. You can't buy it on Coinbase anymore, but the coin is still good.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, since they got off of Coinbase, it has gone up. So I own about 1,900 of those. So that's 43 cents a coin. I know I bought that in around 15 cents a coin, somewhere like. Actually, I could tell you because you could do a whole year look at. So yeah, about 13 cents is when I bought in from a year ago. So now it's like 40 something cents. One that a lot of people haven't heard of just yet is Tron. That's about 3 cents a coin. Right now it's 4 cents, 4.5 cents a coin right now. Bitcoin, of course. XMR, which is Monero. That was a good one. That was one of the big ones I mentioned last year. And when I got into that, it was like $32 a coin. And today it's $198 a coin. And last week it went up to around $220 a coin. Now, here's another one, Mana, MANA. That's 25 cents a coin. Here it is. And when I got into that, I was like 2 cents a coin. So those are big gains, to NMR, which is Numeraire, Chainlink, Tezos, and XLM, Stellar Lumens. Those are good ones too. And Uniswap is another good one. Uniswap, another one, good one. So those are the ones that I have. Some other ones. I got to go into some other wallets. I use a couple of wallets to transact in. So you got any ideas?
As far what's the
anything
crypto,
money making? Anything?
Money making. As far as that, like I was saying, with just the different revenues, the different avenues that you can take for just investing, it's always just make sure you're educating yourself, because when it comes down to it, for the people that have, and I'm speaking to myself, the 9 to 5, it's just not good enough anymore. You always got to have something on the side, just to have that security if anything happens. So
today,
just find at least, just find that, start with that one thing, and then you don't even have to master it fully, but just keep on doing your research, keep on testing it out, trying it out to your comfortability level as far as how much you want to invest in it in a wise way. And keep on keeping on. It's like it's a journey, and one day it's gonna pay off. So
yep.
As far as that,
I
And
like to say it's a
you
process.
team building. Yeah, it is a process.
It's a process because
definitely a
yeah,
shift in mindset too.
right.
We're so conditioned. Society has conditioned us to go to school, get a degree, get that good job, but it's not that way. Not anymore, at least.
No. Well, this pandemic has shown how a degree don't mean anything. It really has it. Because a lot of people with degrees, what happened? They had to sit on the sidelines, go home.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't go into the office. Degree jobs are the office jobs. They had to shut all of that stuff, do everything from home. The ones, they cut staff, and the ones that worked, they worked from home. And you got to think about all of the businesses that closed down too. So there's people working in certain situations that's a job they did for 20 years. Like Neiman Marcus, they closed down, right? And their employees get paid pretty good money. But what happens if that's the job you've been doing for 20 years? You don't really have any other skill.
Right.
So right now, you got to create your own wealth, your own money. And there's plenty of money out there. There's people making money on YouTube just talking about products.
Yeah.
And getting free products from the people that make them. So there's money to be made. All of these children that are using devices, you can teach those children to use those devices to make some money. Play video games and talk about it. Yeah. They're getting money just for doing that. So you can do the stuff you enjoy.
YouTube. Yeah, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, like there's ways.
Yeah, it's so many ways to make money.
To get it.
To make your own money. And pretty soon the real estate market is going to be, it's going to come down a little bit. It's going to be plenty of opportunity there. It's opportunity now, but it's going to be plenty of opportunity in buying homes at a discount. A lot of the guys with the big money are waiting it out. There was a millionaire, I listened to him on a podcast. He says he's not buying any property right now because he knows there's going to be a correction on the housing market. So why buy right now when it's at the top of the market? You're going to buy in full retail right now. Pretty soon you'll be able to buy wholesale prices. So you just be patient.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping by the summer I'll see some correction, and then I'm going in. I've been prepping for it, and I'm gonna use my trust to purchase it. You see?
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah,
that is the way to go.
So, I always like to talk spiritual things. So, and my big thing is your mind creates everything. So last night, I was, you get an inspiration middle of the night, 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I was inspired to do a video, but I never did get to do the video because I came across a new platform to share my videos on, which I'm doing now. And I lost the motivation to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it now. The inspiration that came to me, which is what I always knew, is just in a different way. And everybody that you come in contact with, whether it be your mother, brother, your father, uncles, whoever, is a reflection of your thoughts in your mind. These people are in your life because in some way, somehow, you draw them into your life. And I know people, I didn't control the birth of my brother and sister. In a way, we all have something to do. We are all connected mentally and spiritually. Mostly spiritually, we're connected. So all of these experiences we're having with people are a direct result of our mindset, what we're thinking, the energy we draw. No one is in your life by accident. You don't come across people by accident. They're there to show you something. That's why life, a lot of, people, the old saying is life is a journey, but the truth of the matter, it's a process. And once you understand the process, you can navigate it easier. Just imagine if, I had some bad marriages, right? They went wrong. Let's not say bad. They just didn't work out, right? We didn't stay together. Why? Because I didn't know the process. She didn't know the process. So because we didn't know the process, okay, this is not going to work. We gave up and we moved on. But if we had known the process of if I knew the process of how a woman mind work and was able to communicate effectively on her vibration, then I could have kept that intact. But in some ways, I brought that experience to me so that I can learn that. Unfortunately, we tend to learn better after that relationship is over and we get into a new one. But how wonderful it could be if we could have just learned it with that one person that we thought we was going to be with for the rest of our lives. Everybody had that hope, right? That I'm going to be with you forever. Right. You said that, but it doesn't work out that way. What happens? We lost the process. We lost the connection is gone. Work out that way. Right. Well, most times it don't. Very few relationships are lasting long this time. These days they're not. So, and it's all because as we go along, we don't know how to maintain those relationships, or we give up on the process of learning through our mistakes with that person. We put stipulations on our staying with someone. Oh, they cheated on me. I'm out of here. They lied. They did this. They did that. We have these stipulations. Now, it gets to a point where a person is very abusive and you have to cut that off. They're very negative. You got to cut that off because it's not good for you. So, but once we understand how processes of our mind work, we can do better. When I was taking my guitar lessons today, the teacher said, we are creatures who learn by repetition. That's how we get better, by doing something over and over again, and we get better at it. So what I'm saying is we don't give up on relationships. We keep doing it till we get good at it, right? Till we get better at it. We don't give up on our whole existence because of a bad relationship. And so, but what happens is people do that. I'm not going to get any committed relationships because they don't last. We make excuses. We don't give up ourselves wholly because of the past. Instead of saying, well, that was just that situation and it was there to teach me something. It was a process for me to learn through that and accept my responsibility and role in how that relationship turned out. Then I could do better the next time. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And sometimes we sabotage because of our experiences and put old things from previous relationships on a new person. And just got to be really pay attention and recognize what you have.
Right.
When you have it,
Right.
So, and then for some reason, sometimes we're just in the same relationship after the same relationship. We attract those people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we attract those same people.
Right. Why do you think that is? We attract the same person.
Attract the same because that's what we're used to. And
maybe
it may be what we're used to.
Maybe do you think maybe that's what we are inside? Because we people sometimes can be a mirror image to us. We're attracting what is inside of us.
Attract what's inside. Yeah, you attract what's inside, and you attract what you give out, what you put out.
And that's a hard pill to swallow. That is a very hard pill to swallow for a lot of folks, to say that this person who you say did you wrong, but when you really look deep into yourself and you're being honest, somewhere you did the same thing to someone else, or even in that same relationship. You may not have gotten caught, but what I'm saying is somewhere you did the same thing in another relationship, maybe even a previous life, and it's just come back to visit you. What you give out is what you get. So you have to be mindful of, okay, if this is what I'm receiving somewhere along the line, if someone doesn't like me somewhere along the line, I don't like myself. If I'm receiving negative feedback from people, if people are treating me with hostility, maybe I'm treating myself with hostility. Not maybe, that's true. But that right there, I know for me, it was a tough thing to take. To say, well, this is me. What I'm seeing in other people is really me. Just a mirror image, a reflection of my own consciousness.
But they say takes one.
Right.
It takes one to know one.
But you know what's good about knowing that? Once you know that, there's the freedom. Because now you can say, well, hey, I was thinking this way. I could just change my mind and think differently. And guess what? I'm attracted exactly. So that's why, like I said earlier, staying positive, keeping focused on your things, the things you say you want to accomplish. Like playing the instrument, that playing the guitar is really refocusing my mind, teaching me how to focus and not giving up on things. So, yeah.
Gotta keep on pressing.
Yes, you gotta press.
Just gotta keep on.
Right. So, I got an announcement. Not this weekend, the following weekend. I think that's March the 6th. That's when I'm doing the driver's license webinar. The update that process. Speaking of that, you have had some success with your third-party debt collector letter.
Yes, I have. My collections are all gone.
They are?
Except for, all my collections are gone. There's only one that's hanging on. I think it's my TransUnion or my Equifax. It's one of the credit bureaus. That one's just hanging around, but the rest of them, they fell off. So now I'm working on my student loan. And so I sent out around a letter probably a couple of weeks ago, not more than 2 weeks ago. So I'm just waiting for those to come back and come off. So it's just, I'll keep everybody posted. I received something in my email today, which it was kind of strange, but not strange because I believe it is a foreshadow of what's bound to happen. I received the email from Experian about, your student loans are paid down. So I haven't paid them. The pandemic, I don't have to. I wasn't going to. I never am going to. But so it's happening.
Okay, so you're saying that the third party debt collector works, following up, and
it's working.
How many letters did you have to send out?
I sent out about 7.
Okay.
Yeah, 7.
And you got results from that.
And I got results from that, so I'm just waiting on that last one to fall off. One of my credit bureaus, and then the student loans, which is consolidated, so that should fall off at once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody in the chat said, congratulations. Some people are afraid of even challenging the collectors at all. And they are. People are afraid to. These people don't have a right to get this money. That's why it's falling off. They know they don't have a right. Yeah.
Never pay collections. And never pay don't pay those third parties. As far as the student loans, now is the perfect time to
I would be hitting them up now while they got them on hold. I'll be hitting, just sitting that third party debt collector like a maniac. They'll be getting it. Boom. Because then they can't report you late. This is the time to do it.
Nope.
Nope. So if y'all want the third party debt collector letter, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And get it done. So stop playing and get it done.
Yeah, but unfortunately, people are gonna play. Go to jtmuse.com, right? jtmuse.com. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
And get that letter, the same letter that she used to get rid of her debt. And if she keeps doing this, by the end of the year, she'll be debt free. Listen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have anything.
Jessica has success too. But I think if Jessica would attack them all at the same time, she'd have been done already. You got
she's still working on them.
Right. With these things, this is the time. The pandemic is a true gift.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a gift if you know what you're doing. Go and tack those loans and say, I don't owe you jack. Now they're going to send that promissory note, that fake promissory note back to you. But, I don't know. They got to, if they don't know how to free themselves and someone's giving them the information, then you don't do anything about it. Then that's their fault. So, but it's out there. The remedy is there. So,
yeah.
All right. What else you got?
I think that's all.
That's all you have?
I think it's good to end on that. That's all I got. Okay. I think it was good to end on that third party debt. I think now people need to take action.
Yes.
All this.
Get rid of those.
You're thinking about it. Just it could have been done already.
Yes.
I know I'm attacking forcefully. I am full speed ahead right now, taking advantage of the opportunity with what you said with the pandemic. So,
well, I got rid of mine a few years ago, and on my credit report it says dismissed. Dismissed. You know what? People, if I'm gonna try to pull mine up without sharing all my personal information. Let me it says dismissed. That's from doing a third party debt collector. And it took me about 11 months to shut it down. Yeah, the credit did take a little hit. Well, I wasn't using my personal credit anyway, so I didn't care about that. So I'm gonna pull up the student loans on my report. See, I tell these people, every last one of them say closed. And then when you go and even show you how much was left on it, where it says dismissed. So, all right, I'm going to go back to student loans. I didn't share the screen yet for people on Facebook, on YouTube. So I just want them to see all of my student loans say closed on it. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of them closed. All right, let me go and share screen here. Share. All right, so share screen. All right, this is the screen I want to know. I don't want that one. Application. Okay, this one. Share. There it is. They all say closed. There. And this is all done with the third party debt collector. Y'all can see it. Student loan reported balance 0. Boom, right there. Then all of them say closed.
Cool.
Now it shows you what the balance was before I did the third party debt. Highest balance $23.80. Monthly payment 0. I was supposed to pay on that 11 years and all of that, 36-month term, all of that craziness, right? Here it is, closed. Then it said remarks, collection account dismissed. And it doesn't even show late or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then it says worst payment status, no info. So it you can do this. It's possible.
Okay.
Listen, I almost will guarantee that you'll get that done. You just got to stick with it. And most of those was saying Navient and all of that stuff. That was all Navient, But then it switched over to okay, it all said U.S. Department of Education and Navient. It all said that, right? Some of them did, some said just U.S. Department of Education. So I don't know why people are waiting to be debt free. It's possible. I just showed y'all. I just showed you all of those accounts closed. I teach from a point of view of what I did, what I was successful with. I do not like teaching from a point of view of guesswork. And that's the unfortunate part of life. People will try to teach you make money off of something they didn't even do. So, and that template's what, $75? And I'm thinking that's too low because with that was just one loan, $2,300, right? And and I had 11 of them there. And a $75 template did that. So I don't know what to say. Yeah. Let me go. What I'm going to do is put the link to that template in the chat off your site.
It's on, it's on Blog Talk, on our episode info. It's on there as well if you're listening that way.
Oh, you know what? While we do it, let's do this. Let's share your site. People got to see that. Oh, let's do that. Let's show what y'all got available on there. Share screen again. This platform I'm using now is a little easier than is your site here. Share. All right. That's everything. Credit repair package bundle, court procedure. Now the third party debt template is right here, $75. There it is. Click that. It's only $75. And that's going to fix those pesky, annoying debt collectors. And what is the process? When you use that, tell them what the process is. What did you do exactly? You did the letter. You sent out 11 of them.
Did the letter.
What exactly? What did you do? Did you do a first notice?
3 rounds of them.
Yeah.
Yes, the first notice, second notice, and then the final notice. It's pretty simple. You just send it. You get it notarized, and You send it and you wait for the return postcard and to see that they received it. It's simple. It's pretty simple.
It is. That's all it is. It's just copy, paste, repeat. So the hardest part of probably is, editing it to put your information in and then mailing it, certified mail. But see, one of the tricks I used to do, I used to email it before I mailed it. And I've had stuff removed within 24 hours of me mailing it, emailing it. So sometimes I always say fine
it too, but
email
is probably best.
Yeah. Email now, because years ago you had to mail it, but now email work, in the age of digital, you just email it to them. And then I always send the backup mail copy with the certified letter saying that they got it, because they could dispute, well, we didn't check it. You got that green card back. That's still, you need to do that. But if you want fast results, email and then put it in the mail. And with the pandemic the way it is, mail is moving kind of slow now.
Yeah.
So anyway, there you go. Third-party debt collector letter, also with some other remedies on there. And the stuff they have on their website is the same as mine. So you're not getting anything watered down. It's going to have the same effect as if you went to my site. And if you got questions on the information, they could tell you about it. And if they can't, guess who they got first? They got me on speed dial. They got me on, I pick up the phone. And, if they need help with something. And you guys got something I don't have. The gun webinar, how to purchase a gun as a national. Now,
the firearm.
The firearm webinar. Now, let me tell you something about that. That's not good. If you got a felony record where you can't buy a gun, this is not that type of party. This is for people who can purchase a firearm, but you want to do it by not checking off that you're a U.S. citizen. This will show you how to do it. And you know why they have that webinar? Because they went in. I've done it before, but they went in and experienced it and did it. And they were successful for it. So they made a little video about it, showing you how you can do it and what pitfalls to avoid when you purchase your firearm.
Trial and error.
Yeah.
We had to go back the next day. We got denied, and then we got it together until it was right, and it worked out.
Oh, y'all also got a pandemic survival guide ebook for $15.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all need to get that.
Is very valuable information, because it's not just through pandemic, but it's through just prepping, period, and through any disaster to have your family prepared. Even like, and it just a simple example is what happened in Texas.
Right.
They didn't have power, but there's some tips in there, and just tips that you normally probably wouldn't think of too. So, that's a good one. That's a real good one.
Very good. All right. Well, that's it for me. I think we showed them what they need to do. Let me just do a station call.
This is Hindsight Radio. I represent it. The information station changing the nation.
There you go.
That's us. Well, we thank you guys. We appreciate you tuning in for another episode of the Divine Connection Show. We have a lineup. We have pretty much almost every day of the week. We have something for you guys. On Fridays, tomorrow, Fridays is Freedom Fridays with Akeem L. Jr., and that's at 7 p.m. Sunday is Beth with the Raising Independent Thinkers at 7 p.m. Bundays on Mondays at 7 p.m. Yours truly, Akeem L. He is on Tuesdays, True Tuesdays. Solomon's Temple on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And then right back to us, the Divine Connection show on Thursdays at 7 p.m. And then don't forget, Akeem has it's a webinar for the driver's license process and updated version of that. So go ahead and make sure you guys take advantage of that. But yeah, I think that's all. Any other announcements, Akeem?
I think you covered them all. So what I'll do is I'll take you on our station outro, and that's it. So peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to all. Peace.
Peace.
Muted. Unmuted.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.